Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to today's reading. Before I draw some cards, I just want to share with you some information that has been downloading for me the last few days. And what they've been talking to me about is shadow work. Now, since really the beginning of COVID, Spirit has been telling us we need to take that time to do our shadow work. So shadow work is looking at, maybe past traumas, maybe simply past events that you're still holding on to stuff with, and then working your way through it. It's not necessarily getting over it, because, some stuff is big, we'll carry it all our life. But it's about accepting it for as who and what we are. And then once we accept that, it becomes part of us. And whether it's for good or bad, we understand it, we accept it, and then we can move on. But what they've been saying the last few days is that it goes much deeper than that. So we live in the third dimension right now, and third dimension is a very dualistic energy. We're moving into fifth or fourth density energy, or fifth dimension, and the fourth density is governed by the law of love. So we move away from the dualist and become a complete loving being. And this is where the shadow work helps you to get past duality, because you've incorporated everything. And then you start incorporating not just the divine masculine energy, which governs 3D, but that opens the door and starts allowing for divine feminine energy to come in and balances it out. So once again, we become whole rather than the dualistic beings that we are. But again, it goes deeper than that. So this is the only time in history people that are alive now have the ability to access past lives. Previous generations have not been able to do that. We can. The Akashic is open, and whether you can access it or not right now yourself, there's lots of people that you can go to, including myself, that can access the Akashic and help you with past life stuff. But as we move further and further into the transition from 3D to 5D, the Akashic opens up more and more for everyone. So, going back to the shadow work, once you've done it for yourself in who you are right now, it starts to open up, whether you realize it or not, the doors to the Akashic. So things that you've been carrying from past lives now start to come in, and you can work through them through your shadow work. So we start becoming more and more one with, let's say, our own soul or our higher self, because every life is held by our soul or our higher self. And now that stuff is being downloaded to us. But we needed to do the shadow work on our life, this lifetime, before the past life stuff can start coming in. So it is the end of duality. We start incorporating now more and more of who we have been in past lives. We start dealing with the lessons, the karma, the trauma, everything that we've accumulated from past lives. So I really just wanted to share that with you. I know I've had a lot of people say, I thought I did all my shadow work, but now all this other stuff is coming up that I didn't realize, or it's just come out of the blue. Why do I feel this way about certain things? And the reason is that you are now starting to incorporate everything that's coming in for you from the Akashic. So if you're going through that, all the best. Don't stop the shadow work, and just know that it's a sign that you're working through or have worked through the karma that you've created or brought into this life with you, and you're now working through the karma that it has come from past lives that now your higher self is allowing to come through. So I'm just going to draw a couple of cards on that now. Just what advice can you give, Spirit, to people that are still going through this extra shadow work, should I say? Okay, we've got the Knight of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, and we'll go one more for that. And look, at the same time, the world is full of possibilities here. As you incorporate all your past life stuff, more and more possibilities for you start to come out. Okay, so we've got the Knight of Cups, we've got the Nine of Pentacles, and we've got the Seven of Swords. And what they're saying to me on this right now is that everybody has the ability to do this inner work. So don't think that, you know, you might be just brand new on your shadow work, or you might not even know really what it's about. But the past life stuff is now coming through for everybody. They're also saying to me that no one will be left behind here. At one point, or a lot of channels have been speaking that, you know, some people will go one way, some people will go the other. And it's, again, when you're looking at it that way, there's dualism there. There's two different paths. No, everyone is going in the same path. It just depends on whether they do it here in this lifetime or they do it somewhere else. So no one gets left behind if they don't get through the dualistic and incorporate love into their being. So we are moving forward. There's lots of emotion that has to be dealt with here within this shift, and obviously, you know, when you do the shadow work, lots of emotion comes up. But we all have, once again, the ability to do it. We have the means, we have the tools. Even if you haven't had any formal training in this area, you can do it. Spirit will guide you. All you have to do is ask. But we are in the position now with the energy that's coming into the planet to have the ability to move into the new vibration, the law of love energy. Just be careful, though, that you're not fooling yourself. When you do this work, you have to be really, really honest with yourself. There's no getting around it, and there's nobody there judging you either. Spirit doesn't judge, and please don't judge yourself. So just one more clarifier, and two fell out. And they're stuck. Yep, two fell out. Six of Swords. We are absolutely moving on to better times here. And the Queen of Wands, she's fire, she's passion, she's forward movement. And that is the energy of where we're at now. So until tomorrow, Spirit loves you just the way you are. If you'd like to book a reading, go to my website, michellethemedium.com.au.